all, I want to thank everyone for coming, and for those of you who have stayed, we appreciate you. Now you understand the balance that we go through every day, because every time there's a pro, there's a con, every time there's a yes, there's a no. But I want to thank Commissioner Kelly for coming last evening and being in support of the CCRB. We appreciate you, and we're going to need you going forward. I want to thank Commissioner Morton. I know he's left, but every other day I meet with him and he tells me and he updates me on the Sports Underdome and the concerns that you bring to this council. And I forward it to him and he meets with the people right away. And I want to publicly say that we have a great working relationship, and whereas we may not always agree, we come to consensus to help the residents of the city. And that's all that we all want. That's why we're all here. We're not always going to agree. It's not going to happen. But in order for our city to move forward, there's going to be growing pains. And that's just the reality of it. And government, as much as we want to make it go a lot faster, it's just process and procedure. Like we had a public hearing tonight, and then they're going to add more things to it, and then we'll hear more comments. I mean, we wish it would move faster. You just have to be patient with us. We are concerned, and we know that, it's just not going to go away. We hear you. And whereas we may not have a press conference every day, we go behind the scenes and do the work to fight your battles with the stuff that you bring to us. And Ms. Feldman specifically, I want to say to you about the tree ordinance. Now, Mr. Mayor, I was fortunate to see it. The council, I know that we have it in the office. We haven't seen it yet, but I know about it. Mr. Mayor's and Mr. Lawrence have been talking about it for quite a long time, so I'll be glad to when we can move forward on it. I think it's a great idea, has some great stuff in it, a few kinks, and we'll hopefully be able to move forward with it. So thank you for coming. I know no one else, but I do remember that. Also, in terms of Sports Underdome, we know that our city is, it's 4.2 square miles. We have a whole bunch of people. We have 20,000 young people under 21 years of age. So it almost seems like we're never going to have enough space. But for people who do good work and work with our community organizations, we want to work with you. Sports Underdome has been a good partner. We know we need more space. We'll work with you. We're in negotiations. I'm glad that you sat down with buildings and DPW and recreation, and we're going to move forward. Thank you, Ms. McCabe. I remember you from when you first came, because I was sitting over there then. I remember. I didn't forget. You've done good. We appreciate you. We don't want you to think we don't hear you. We do hear you. And Mr. President, I could go on but he's been here longer. So I want the people to keep liking me, so I'm going to stop talking. Thank you so much.
Mr. President, if the petition knows me, I would also like to thank Commissioner Wallace. Commissioner Kelly, I'm sorry. Commissioner, we've been working well together since he's come. And like we said earlier, he's going to play a part in us putting it together, because there's already something on the books that's an advisory board. But even Commissioner Kelly says that's not enough. Mount Vernon should have and will have their own CCRB. So I appreciate you, Commissioner, and looking forward to working with you. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, and I would like to thank